YTEmpDave's on the rise. Watch me as I unfold. From lines of HTML to master Python's rap, I'm on a mission. Coding's got my back. Building websites, making apps. The possibilities are vast. I'm the punk rock programmer, breaking coding's glass. I'm the punk rock programmer, breaking coding's glass. I'm the punk rock programmer.
Hi, I'm Dave. Give me 2 more seconds and I will be with you. Boop, 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 boop. Dropping the image. My head's cut off.
No,
I'm fixing it.
I did not mean to do that with the code.
Jesus. Coder killing me. Hi, I'm Dave. Welcome to episode 3 of Coding with Coder, where I get to learn how to code. Just as a heads up to everybody, I won't be interacting with chat a whole lot. I'll talk to you guys a little bit after. I only have so much time. We only get about an hour to do this, give or take. So I want to start by going over. Last week we started making the clock, and where we left off, it was a little messed up. I was having trouble getting the hands to match up, and the problem was when I would try to fix it, it would do. Oh wait, I gotta go to style.
And can you actually? Oh, I guess. Sorry, I can actually just look at it. Hang on.
Yeah, you're good. So when I was trying to fix it, it would just look like. Let me fix this properly. The hand would go off like that, and it would be really weird. So I had to figure it out, so I did a little searching around the web to see how to fix it. So every time I would try to change the length of the hour hand, because that's what we were trying to do, I figured out that you have to also add an offset. And I don't know why, but it needed to go to, it needed to add up to 50%. That's what I found out, and I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that the original width on hands were 50%. So whatever you changed the length, it like slid over a little too much, and then you'd have to change the other thing.
Yeah, I imagine the offset must be being impacted by the. So like with percentage widths and percent, like a lot of times when we're working with percentages, there's a lot of I guess what feels likely. But I mean, pixels can do it too. It's probably not even the percentages in this case, actually. I think it's more the interaction that the hour hand is having with the container that it's in, more so than like just the one property that we're changing. It's like that property as it dynamically interacts with the container it's in, which is what makes it interesting. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I figured it out because I originally wanted it to go to 30, because that's what I thought I would need, and they were giving me like 40 and 10, and that didn't work right. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just change it to 30 and 10, and it kind of looked like this. And I was like, okay, so the difference, I guess, is that 20. So I put it to 30, 20, and it worked. And I was like, oh, so I wonder if it's any combination. So I just started playing to make sure everything added up to 35, and that's how I figured out that that's the answer. It wasn't so much that I knew the answer, it's just that I played around until I got there.
Yeah, no, that's, I mean, that is that's the best part. It's fun. It's just a little experiments, you know. You're like, hey, what happens if I tweak this and I change this value, and you're like, okay, these things seem to be happening when I do that, so I'm going to try and change this one a little bit too, and then it's like, oh, okay, there's a pattern here.
And the other thing I did
awesome.
was this is how it was originally, and I just decided I wanted to play with a shadow box. I wanted to try to get a circle around it to add a 3D effect to the box. And I just started playing with it, and this is what I ended up with. And I kind of figured out what the third pixel that I accidentally put in on one kind of does. It kind of does the fade effect. Like, you see how that red is kind of fading out as it goes away from it?
Yep.
That's kind of what that does, that third number, the third
Makes
pixel.
sense.
So, like, the first two are, like, the horizontal vertical offsets, and then the third one is kind of the fade out effect. I don't know why that is, but just a lot of freaking jumping around and figuring stuff out.
No, that's really great to hear. Oh, I love that. This is looking really great. So I don't know if they could hear us when we were talking about it behind the scenes.
No, they couldn't hear.
Did they hear us talking about? Okay.
Nope.
So I guess we were discussing the possibility of putting little widgets like this up on the stream and potentially having something maybe even a little interactive. So we'll probably dive towards that. But I guess first thing we'd want to do.
Can we center this more, like move it off from the edge?
Oh yeah. No, great point. So one easy, probably the easiest way to do that would be here, the body container. If you scroll up, you'll see where my cursor is. Yeah. So actually, we have a property for it too. Like it says margin 0.
Oh, okay.
We could do margin or padding. So margin is going to be on the outside of the container, and padding is going to be on the inside. So I'm going to set them both to 0 for now, and I'm going to give it I'm going to give the body a border of just a pixel. Actually, I like to use rem, so 0.1 rem solid. Whatever it recommends. Now we'll do black actually. So if we run this, we should see a border, small border around the entire app.
Okay.
Or at least what is the body of the,
of
the
the
app, right?
I see. Like that black box that we had at one point around the
Exactly.
This. Okay.
Now this is where we're going to see the difference between margin and padding. So go ahead and set one of those values to something.
We'll go to 1px, or 1px is small.
There you go.
We'll go with 5px. Okay, and then run. Oh, that made okay, I see. That put a padding on the outside, or a margin on the outside of everything.
Why
but keeps it to the
Why
edge.
do you think it is that why do you think it is that we see like a deep red, like this crimson color on the edge now?
Because if you go up to the HTML here, we set a background color as that crimson.
Yeah, but how come we couldn't see that before?
Because this whole thing is reset it to the background down here.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So the body is kind of like, it's like a piece of paper on top of the HTML element. And it's like basically until we added this margin, it was the same size as that one. But now it's got a little bit of spacing on the outside. So the margins are going to be on the outside of the element, right?
Oh, okay, cool.
So now let's try doing the padding. What do you think that one's going to impact?
I believe that'll move the clock and the number away from the edge of the inside of this thing. We'll see if I'm right.
I think it's a very reasonable guess.
I could be completely wrong though. That's half the fun.
True.
It did exactly what I thought, but
great.
I should go to 8 pixels instead because that's how long I made the shadow.
Sure.
So that way we're not clipping on the edge.
Yeah.
So yeah, 8 pixels is how long the fade goes, Yeah, so I was right with my guesstimate. That's what that meant.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, cool.
Yeah, so this is so these can be used on any element, any like margin and padding or every like spacing between elements, and like that's gonna be that's these two. You know,
Okay.
like you want some space on the inside of an element, use that padding. If you want things to be kind of spaced apart from each other, use the margin. And it's
Okay.
lots of good use out of those. So there's probably a better way for us to approach what we want to do here though. Because we could like guess like try to get the padding to put it like towards the center, which I imagine is we kind of want to center it, right?
Is there a way to do
But instead of like
a line,
Mhm.
like ALIGN colon
yes,
center?
yes, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yes, but you have to do something else first. So
Okay.
let's do a line center, or
Just to
like
see
or
what it
let's
does?
start typing a line or something like inside the
All right.
whatever.
Do you want me to
clock is.
drop this part and then because we can
Yeah, we can
redo
get rid of
this.
those.
So let's
Exactly. Been important.
line vertical, I guess, and then center. I have no idea if that's how you would write it.
No, it's worth a try, right?
Nope, that
Doesn't
didn't
seem
do
to-
anything. Cool.
It doesn't. Well, I can recommend one thing that
Go ahead.
will get us in the right direction. So CSS has this strategy for styling layouts. It has a couple different ones. One is CSS grid, which is kind of like you'd be setting up like a set of cells, kind of like an Excel sheet, almost is a way to think about it. And then there's Flexbox, CSS Flexbox, and that's what we're going to use because it's a lot easier to work with.
Okay.
So to get started using Flexbox, all we have to do is say display flex,
Okay.
and that's not going to do too much just yet. Except for it actually did do something already. So look, the clock is now right next to the time. Like they're in the same row.
Okay, there we go. Yes, I see that now. I apparently have to hit run myself too.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Oh, the other thing is I also offset the color in the middle. Forgot to say that part. Just slightly. So it's slightly gray, you see in the middle of the clock.
Yeah, and I think if we put the margin 0 back on the body, we can get rid of. Although it's up to you if you want the crimson or not.
No, you can
but
get rid of that.
comment
That was cool looking for
Okay.
a minute, but we can get rid of that margin 0.
Yeah.
And then I'll hit run again. There we go. Apparently, you run and I run are separate.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
Good to know.
I usually have to click to run when you say that you are.
Okay.
So now we do have a flex box, and as you can see, now we have our clock next, our like digital clock and our analog clock are right next to each other in one flex row, I guess we'd call it. It's a horizontal row right now. But I imagine that we liked the way these were kind of stacked before, right?
Yeah,
We probably
kinda,
wanted it
yeah.
to be like a vertical container.
Either that or have the numbers slightly smaller inside underneath the, because I know you can't
Ooh,
see where my
interesting.
cursor is, like putting it inside the clock, like under the hands.
Yeah, that's an option as well. Yeah, so to do that one, we'd probably have to do some.
I like
some,
making things harder,
absolute
you know?
positioning a little bit. No, that's fine. That's good. Or I mean, actually, we could probably style those using kind of the same concepts that we did with the hands. Actually, that might be a way to do that.
Okay. Where you do
so
kind
that's
of a
something to think
percent
about.
offset type thing.
Yeah, but we'd also have to put the time, the digital clock, like that HTML, which I guess we generate in JavaScript, right? We would have to put that inside of the clock.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, the right now element, like that one would have to be inside of the clock div. So I mean, well, I guess we just go and throw it in there and see what happens. Like
Let's see,
put it inside of it.
Where am I doing that? In
interesting.
index, right?
Yeah, in
HTML.
HTML.
So let's see.
I suspect it will look suboptimal, to say the least, but it might also look really great right away. Who knows?
Let's see, where are we going? Where am I looking for? I see clock. I see right now. So just the whole thing or just that one line?
Just that right now line, yeah. You don't want to move the
Okay.
JavaScript. That's fine where it is, but you want to put it somewhere inside that clock.
will probably center align if it works at all. So here goes. Okay.
Not bad, actually. Yeah.
It's a little offset from what I want, but not bad. So now we need to move
but
it down.
I bet. I think you probably can get this one mostly into place without too much input from me. I'd imagine.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Where's the? Do we have a styler for it? Looks like we don't have any CSS that's styling that from in here yet, right?
Not at all. So let's go back and see what it's called. It's called right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
remember, it has an ID of right now and not a class.
Oh, okay. So do I give it a class?
That would be one way to approach it, but instead, we can actually target it by the ID, like we did in the HTML in the style where we said like hello world gets this text shadow. So we put like a hashtag hello world. We can do that same thing with hashtag right now in the CSS.
Okay. And does it matter where I put that on here?
Nope, as long as it's not being overridden by something else, I mean, it should be fine.
Hashtag right now.
And then all the other syntax is going to be exactly the same.
Oops, wrong thing. Do. And enter. Enter. We'll go. I'm just gonna hit tab and see what that does, and then I'll play with it after.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what.
That's a good way to put it. Oh, cool.
Okay. That's cool. Not quite what I was going for, but that actually looks way cooler than I was expecting.
Yeah.
So, but now I have that to work with, and let's see. It got a lot bigger, so we're gonna go back down to 1 rem first. And go ahead.
No, you're good. I was just I'm testing something. I'm not super. I haven't spent a lot of time with the Z index property, and I'm kind of curious.
Okay. I'm gonna keep adjusting the size for now.
Yeah. Do a run real quick when you get a chance. You'll see what I did.
Oh no. I changed the size, but what did you do? I don't see it.
Well, it's harder to see now that the size is shrunk, but the hands are actually going over the time now.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's
awesome.
That could be either way. Like basically, Z index is like when I was talking about it being a sheet of paper stacked on top of each other. You can kind of set like which element is which sheet of paper. It's not exactly that one-to-one. I don't think
I'm too good at this. Go on.
No, you are actually. You have exactly the approach that like I want to see when people are engaging with this. So it's fantastic to watch. Yeah, just like exploring and trying things and being like, oh, I'll try this and then I'll tweak these. No, yeah.
That might be a little too.
It's great. I barely have to do anything.
I like that though. I like that you're willing to let me try things and mess up. I feel like I learn more from messing up than just getting everything right the first time. So that looks pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing, just to see. Can I put a text border? No. Let's try outline. No. I know I could do a shadow, but I was wondering if there's a way to just put a slight black outline around the numbers. I'm just trying to be too fancy, that's all.
I don't know if they've added an easier way to do this. Text outline. It used to be that this was like besides using text shadow, which I think that might be the kind of default way to do it.
Yeah, I can do that. Hold on one sec. I can do this real quick, actually. Let me just take that. I'll move it down here. And I'll put it right under the text align. I'll just change a few things real quick, because this would be text shadow instead of shadow box.
True.
And then I don't need as much of an offset for any of these, so we're going to go 1, 1. It might not even, 1 might be too big. 1.
Yeah,
Or
we'll
actually,
see.
I don't even need this last one because I don't need it to be a fade.
Mm-hmm. You know, if you know what you're trying to do right now, like with setting each one of these 5s to 1, like another way you could do it taking advantage of like the AI stuff is like starting to type it again. So like text shadow, I give 1 pix and it's gonna recommend it.
Oh,
right?
nice. Oh, well, kinda. That didn't. It wrote
Yeah,
the
it might,
same thing
again,
I
yeah,
just
exactly.
did.
It might not do exactly what you want, but you have to
Yeah, I can just do it
go
manually.
through the process.
Pretty easy.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I get you.
For sure.
I think it's because I started doing it that it messed it up.
No, it's all good. And for like long lines, so you don't have to like go through and be like, I'm gonna change the 5 here and the 5 here and the 5 here. You know, it's
Good to know for future reference, though. And I want these all.
There's
back.
also you can also do like multiple cursors, which is really cool. Like I think if you hold Option, yeah, look at that. I got cursors everywhere.
Oh, jeez. I see that. Alright, put these all to black. Good. And now run. And it did not do what I wanted it to do. Crap.
It looks like it still has oh, is it using the
Oh, you know what? I know what this is. Hold on. It would be wherever we have the other text stuff set.
Yeah, there must be another text shadow.
I think it's up here in the HTML actually. The Times New Roman,
right
serif, and everything. Yeah. So I should be able to. I believe I can just do this.
Well, since you're already styling it on the time and we're not applying it to anything else, I would just comment this line out. Not really doing anything.
Well, I mean, it is making. Oh, really?
Well, it's being overwritten. So the only text that this would be applying to is your time.
Yeah,
and
but
you're styling the time itself.
This text shadow is the shadow behind the time. If you're looking at it. You see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but I do.
Oh, but
yeah, sorry.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, it's upholding that one. I think over the
right, here.
over the second one. I assume unless or it's.
Let me just run it like this first. See what happens. Oh, that did nothing.
Okay, was this the text shadow you were just working on down here at the bottom on line 78?
What? 78? No, I removed that one. I thought. What is that one?
Oh, I don't know. I think it might have been generated when you tabbed through it, and we were just playing with it up here, and we didn't realize it was just sitting there.
Right,
I think that's what was overriding your CSS actually, not the HTML one. Makes sense.
So that's back in
bring
now.
That one back down.
If you hit run, it gave the little black border exactly like I thought it would. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Yeah.
At least I understand text shadow pretty well right now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let me see if I can add this back in now to get the other. Nope, I can't do both. Okay, so it's one or the other.
Yeah. You have to set one or the other. Yeah. Or you could set it here and then in the like to the clock. So like this property could be I can put it back where I just put it. I'm putting it right here on the digital clock, the right now. And then whatever the other one that was here before. In theory, we could put any text shadow. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but that works. I actually think it looks better without the 3D shadow. But I did also do shadow on the hands. I forgot to mention that too.
Yeah, you did.
I did all kind of weird little things.
Yeah, it's awesome. The shadow feels a little uncanny, though. Do you see that? You see what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it is weird because it is going in a weird angle, and
yeah,
and displaces it slightly. But I like that.
I like that. But I guess one thing I'm curious to do. So you mentioned. So if I give you if you have a URL, you can like present that URL in OBS,
yes,
right?
Absolutely. Okay.
So your clock has a URL already.
Oh, it does. Deploy your app. Is that what I'm looking at?
Not even. If you there's a little an arrow in the top right, just above your clock. It says it's like a like a little external, like if you hover over it, it says dev URLs are only active when someone is in the workspace.
I don't see that.
I'm talking about
A dev tool, the replit.dev. Right above the clock, it says ready to share with the world. Deploy your app. Is that not what you're talking about? But there's an X on it. Maybe I have to hit the X to see what's behind it to dismiss this.
Maybe. Yeah, if there's like a pop-up or something hovering there. Yeah, that makes sense.
It didn't show me
You
anything. I have WebView,
like the little,
Shell, AI.
Here, you know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna DM you the link that I'm looking at because I'm looking at a link to your website right now.
Okay. Oh, I see it. Deploy up here next to you. Next to where I see your name. It says deploy.
I don't think so. No. So below that and then to the right.
Below that to the right, there's maximize pane or 3 dots.
Below that one. Below the 3 dots.
Below that, I have new tab or dev tools.
Really?
Yeah. Here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I just expanded mine and now I see the text new tab. But yeah, new tab is the one we're talking about. Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I just saw the icon because I had it like trimmed down. But yeah, new tab will open up your app in that URL.
Cool.
As long as we're like one of us is on here, then this URL will be active. So you could, in theory, put this into Streamlabs right now and show it on your screen.
Let me see if I can do that. See if it works the way I think it will. Nope, not that. I hit the wrong thing. Woo-hoo. Oh no, this is right. I just need to change the website.
That's on my mic. You told me.
Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We've got maroon background.
Yeah, we sure do. I would imagine.
I'm gonna fix that real quick.
Fix that. Yeah.
Should be able to just go up here and switch this to white, and that'll fix that at least. Boom, boom, boom. And then I'm guessing I have to get a new URL.
No, I don't think so. Just I think when you in Streamlabs there was like a reload or refresh page or something. I don't know the exact text on the.
Yeah.
There's something you should just be able to reset it. Yeah.
Should be able to do it.
Yeah, it should always be serving to that same URL.
Refresh cache.
And actually, instead of yeah, exactly, that's the one. Instead of background color white,
can we make it transparent?
we can actually set it to exactly.
You're awesome. Yeah. Let's go.
And we're gonna want to do that elsewhere too, as we'll see. Once you refresh it again, it's still gonna have a white background, I imagine, unless I.
Okay, this vertical line center line can go away as well.
Oh yeah,
because that didn't do anything.
Yeah, I don't think that's even. I don't know if that's actually the property we would use anyway.
Okay. Probably not. Again, chat, just to let everybody know, since I see there's more people in here, I won't be interacting with you much during the lesson, but I'll talk to you guys after. Appreciate you all for hanging out and chilling over there.
Yeah, shouts out to the chat. I don't even have the tab open. I guess I should, so I can give you that view at least. But I was just in it. But
also, absolutely, when you're done with this or while we're going, go over and show Coder some love. Hit the subscribe button. Give him some money.
Yeah.
He's doing this for free.
You can right now.
He's a super nice guy.
Well, I'm doing it for it's fun. It gives me like hours of over the time we do this. Like it gives me content as well, and I get to show off that I can teach this stuff pretty well. And I think Kankelmore has talked about wanting to learn coding as well. And last night I mentioned it again, and he's so I think we might do some sessions as well. So it's kind of starting to branch out, making it happen. It should be fun. And if anyone else, if you guys are excited about it and you want to do stuff like this too,
I think Resto sounded pretty interested as well.
Resto?
My buddy Resto.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I loved Resto's song. I don't have much of a stake in that beef at all. I don't really know the details, but it was a banger.
What was it? Not margin. It was awesome. Padding, right? I want to put the padding back in. Or is there something else that I could do for that?
I'm sorry, can you ask the question again?
To do the padding again, to move it off of the edge, so I can get the full.
Oh yeah. So we were gonna do. This is what we were.
Or we were gonna try with Flex,
yeah. Yeah. So we have display Flex already, but the next thing we need to do is if you go to the next line, you'll see it recommend align items.
Okay.
Which I'm just gonna. Yeah,
So
you
here,
can tab through it.
It's not. There we go. Align item center. Perfect.
Yeah.
Just what
And
I
so if we
wanted.
run that,
Oh no.
interesting. So now we have a. Why is it vertically centered?
I don't know. I want
What did we do?
horizontal.
Me too. What's
Hold on. Let's see something real quick. Let's see if it gives me another. Justify content center.
That one should do the horizontal. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that does make
Okay.
sense because the height's 100 V height. Okay, I was wondering why it would.
So okay,
So,
I should be able to leave it
basically-
like that, right?
Yeah, I think
And
so.
it should just show the center of the page wherever I put it. And then
Yeah,
I would just need
exactly.
to change the size of the page on here. So let me try that over here on OBS.
You're exactly right.
Okay. Oh, I have to hit the refresh cache is the option that I need. Beautiful. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Whatever. I can still fix it. I just have to change the size of my window. I'm pretty good with OBS now. I've been playing with it enough. It's just like coding.
Well, you're about to be able to make your own custom widgets now for it, so
That's
you're
pretty epic.
Isn't it neat?
Next
Well, I wish I
level.
would have done this more when I was streaming a lot. Like I did a couple streams where I built like a little chat retriever, so I was able to I used Python to get the chats from a YouTube URL, which was my stream, and then I was styling them in HTML and just kind of like really crudely appending them to an HTML file. It was actually like really, really bad practice, but it was just on the fly. It was pretty fun.
But it is cool to know that you can do it on your own. I think it's cool as hell that I can now make my own widget, even though it's just like a clock that's kind of cool, but I made it. So there's like that little extra sense of pride. That's awesome. Oh yeah.
Oh, let's see. Oh, is it transparent yet?
Yeah. It's got the transparent.
Oh yeah, it is.
background
Yeah,
and
wow, that's so
everything.
cool.
So if
Yeah,
I can put it over us, and you'll see that our backgrounds are still
I
showing
see it.
through. Yeah, that is so
That's
cool.
so dope. Okay.
That's insane. Good to know that it's just background color transparent, and it does it.
Yeah,
So that means I can do this
So-
for anything I want to make. Have a transparent background.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. So on that note, actually, I don't want to recommend anything. I know we talked about the chat. We could look at that, but I want to send you real quick. Awesome API GitHub. So basically, what we've done here is we've taken some data, which was just the time. We took the time and we used that data to produce some visual output that we're now showing on your stream, right?
Yeah.
So in theory, we could do that with any data from anywhere and with any style, however we want, right? And we can repeat as many times as we want.
Could do like weather or something like that. Make a weather thing to make little
fantastic
icons.
example.
Tie different I could tie whatever icons I want. I could put like a cat if it's gonna rain. I could put like a dog if it's gonna pour or something. I don't know. It's just a world of possibilities. It's crazy.
Oh, universe, yeah, really. So I just sent you a link to a GitHub page called Public APIs.
Okay.
List of free APIs. So an API is, I believe, application programming interface. I don't want to mess up the. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's correct.
Yeah, I don't want to mess up my stream.
It would be kind of embarrassing if I get that one wrong. But so the idea is that like if you have a piece of software and that software does some calculations or does something that has some useful data, and you have another piece of software and you want to access that data, you want some sort of interface where you can program to interact with that application. So if you have an application programming interface or an API, that is usually like YouTube has an API to fetch info about videos because obviously it's a video platform. So their API is primarily focused on like video details and stuff. But the link I just sent you has data about anything you can imagine. I mean, every category. It
Try
is
public
it literally
APIs
there's a
for-
there's a Catboy category. You know, like it is insane. there's APIs for everything.
Here, just to show everybody what he's talking about. This is the site, public APIs. It's got all kinds of GitHub screens. I can search up here at the top. You can't see that because I've sized the screen to cut things off. But yeah, there is a search bar up top and a sign in, so I can make my own account to keep things organized and everything, I'm assuming. But yeah, there's a lot of options. There's also all this stuff. Popular
So I
APIs.
guess, yeah, we could do. I mean, if anything catches your eye, like any category or anything, we could. I mean, we've got next 24 minutes. We could play with one of those, or we can see if we can fetch the chats from your YouTube, from your live stream currently.
That
might
sounds
be
like a
interesting.
great idea and something very relevant.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me just make sure that I have.
Hey, I saw that note. Stop passing notes in my class, Hornet. Keep your hands above the desk. All right. So we want to. Is there something in here for getting chat? Let's see if there's an API already designed for that. Just out of curiosity.
That's a good question. Yeah. There might be. It might be that YouTube has.
Maybe
I
that's
think
not how you search. Yeah, I guess it is. Never mind. I mean, I already had something I was using for chats, but this will work. Oh, actually, I don't anymore because I redid everything on my computer.
Okay, so there's a way we can do this, but we have to be a little tactful about it because I don't want you to expose your YouTube API if we want to do it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
Like we would have to set up like Google Cloud stuff, which is not that complicated, but I don't know if we want to go through all that process just yet. There might be an easier way to do it. Let's just
Okay. Yeah, because I definitely don't want to reveal my information.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't need to anyway.
Okay.
But let's see if there's a way
Christine,
to
don't
get-
think I'm afraid to call you out. I could time you out and punish you too. I'm not afraid.
Let's see if there's a way to get it without the API key, because I know you can use the YouTube API to do it.
I
it's
should
just-
be able
it's
to
just
pop
like,
out
it's
the
just a hassle to
box.
set up.
I should be able to pop out my YouTube chat box and give you the URL for it at least, right?
Ooh, that's an idea. Yeah.
Because that's
actually.
how I did it through a different program. So I can send you my
Yeah,
studio.
oh, that's fantastic. Yes.
I obviously don't want to send this to everybody because it has
Mhm.
perms, my perms. But I trust you.
Would it give me? Oh, I imagine
I'm not sure. We will find
knows?
out.
I can't. I shouldn't get like automatic like Dave power if I have this link, right?
No,
It
it would
seems-
only give
I would
you
be concerned.
Dave's chat power, if anything. I need to go to my other Discord that I have open here.
Oh, wait, you know what? I should be able to. I have your chat here. I can also pop it out, so I should be able to do this myself.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I have it.
But I'm actually kind of just curious if this would give you my access level. If you
No,
click
it
on that
won't.
link.
It's gonna. I will. It should. I'm pretty sure it's just gonna. Yeah, I do have the chat, and it's still me. Like.
Oh, okay.
I'm still me.
That's cool. Okay. That works. Good to know.
But this is great. The fact that we have this URL is fantastic because I believe.
While you're
I guess-
there,
let me make sure.
you know what? You're now a mod. Welcome to the mod
Thanks,
team.
buddy. Yeah, now I can post links in here. That's
Yeah,
actually that's
that
awesome.
would probably be even easier.
Okay, cool. So this does work. I just was opening it in an incognito tab to make sure that we can see everything even when I'm logged out, which is great. So now let's hop back over. Let's actually open up the Python project we worked on the other
Okay.
day,
Yeah, we can do that.
or the first lesson. Yeah.
Let me switch back. My REPLs. I could have just clicked on it from there. Neglected triangular live CD. We're in there. Let's go. Now we'll clear this and make a new one, right?
potentially, or yeah, we could just make a new Python project, I guess, also instead of like deleting all the stuff that we
It
had
doesn't
before.
matter. I mean, this is pretty simple.
the
Like,
way.
I feel like I could recreate this if I needed to.
Yeah, for sure. And also, there's a history thing, remember, so you can always
Yep.
go back and what was it called again? I don't see.
It's neglected triangular live
Neglected triangular,
CD.
okay.
Here, I can re-invite you, I think.
Oh wait, I found it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get rid of all this if we want. Yeah.
Oop.
Or actually, here's what we'll do. Just
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna copy it all, or put it, and I'm gonna put it into a backup.py.
Okay.
So that way we can reference it, because like there's a lot of useful information here, right? A lot of like cool things to look back on and see, like, oh, that's how we do that.
For sure.
So I think right now, actually, give me 1 second. I think we're gonna use something called Beautiful Soup.
Beautiful soup. All right.
Yeah, which is fantastic. I love the name of this. Because it's like alphabet soup.
Yeah.
Basically, what it does is it fetches content from a URL, much like your browser does. Of course, your browser then does a bunch of other stuff, including rendering that content.
Yeah.
That we're not going to do. Well, actually, we're going to get to doing that eventually, but obviously, we're not going to render like all the HTML that we get from this. But I think I just paste this in. We might have a good. I just generated this, so it should be more or less what we expect. But let me copy your chat link, and we're gonna see if we get some data that we want to see.
Yep. While he's doing this, everybody make sure you go sub up to Coder. I see you all here. I know who's here. If I don't see that you guys are sub to Coder, he will start streaming again. I swear he will. I will make him somehow. Go sub to him. Do me a favor. Watch a video. Like the content.
Old debates and things. Oh, okay. Actually, this I think
you can watch him try to explain critical race theory, or no, that's not what it was. It's not critical race theory. Sorry.
That's I talk about that a decent amount.
A little bit, but I meant the Destiny convo where you talk about kids running around classrooms.
Well, I correct the record where Destiny had been saying that this book says that black kids need to run around the classroom to learn math, and it does not, in fact, say that. Although it does appear that I lost that debate overall. That claim is never substantiated in the 2-hour conversation. Destiny never once shows me where it says that black kids need to run around the classroom to learn math. That's true. In fact. So unfortunately, it seems like our beautiful soup solution might not work for us because doesn't run the JavaScript that would run when we loaded this page in a browser.
So perhaps it would be better to make a new Java HTML/CSS to do it. That way we have Java, or no?
Well, the problem is that your browser has an engine that runs JavaScript code.
Gotcha.
Your browser, like one of the things it does is process JavaScript code. So we would have to use another tool to like fetch and run the JavaScript that's supposed to be running here. But I think that it's serving us slightly different content because we're getting it through. So it might just be that there's like an annoying incompatibility that needs to be like bridged through something that it could be really easy. It could be really frustrating.
Gotcha.
So I kind of
want to try a different strategy.
Yeah, I think for now we'll do something different, but I recommend looking into setting up Python on your computer and and seeing how you can like interact with the YouTube API and like Visual Studio Code. I'll send you like links to a few things I mentioned there.
Okay.
In this, but that might be something to explore before like next time, so we have the foundations so that you don't have to. You have your API stuff already ready, and we don't have to worry about going through any of that on stream because that's just an accident waiting to happen,
Yeah.
But
there's definitely something would get leaked and exposed, and fail miserably.
I guess for now, if you scroll through the that GitHub,
Lauren, I'm still watching. Remember, no Thorin links in my chat. Go ahead. Sorry.
There's an auth column.
Okay.
In that auth column, we want to look for no.
Where is this at?
For no. in the
In
public
the-
APIs, like that list.
Oh, okay.
If you
yeah,
look
yeah.
at any of these tables, some of them are going to say no under auth, and that means that we can just hit it. Like it's public. It's basically a public API. So like a good example might be, what's a fun one? Ooh, short link. That sounds cool.
Oh, short link? That does not sound cool.
No,
From what I
it's not
understand
actually
of short links, they're not something you want to click on.
well, you are right, but the idea of that short link API, which appears to be no longer hosted, unfortunately.
Okay.
The idea of that one would be that you would pass it a URL, and it would convert that URL into a short link. So it's the tool
Gotcha.
that someone might use to make those threatening short links, but yours wouldn't necessarily be threatening, right?
Yeah, I would hope not. Would you say necessarily? It would not.
I don't know.
I'm
You
not
do
that
you,
guy. I know that
I
guy,
am
but I'm
simply
not
an
that guy.
educator, you know? I do not encourage any unethical behaviors with
Correct.
programming. That's for sure. I really don't.
Use it
let's
for
see.
positive, uplifting things, like fun little widgets that I can put on my YouTube page.
There's a really. Oh, I wonder if I can find this. JSON. What's it called? Placeholder.
I think I used a lot of
Actually.
JSON files when I was modding Minecraft.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
JSON stands for JavaScript Object Notation.
Okay.
And it is in fact the representation of data in JavaScript. That is, it's a very, that's why it's so convenient for web apps, because they're already running JavaScript, so it's very, very easy for it to read. It has like built-in tools for doing that.
Cool.
So I'm looking at, okay, here we go. We got food facts, open food facts. I'm looking at a food column right now, so I'm looking at
Alright.
there's a community-driven taco database.
Okay. Interesting.
But again, I'm not. It doesn't matter which one. There's a deck of cards. Actually, that might be cool. There's a bunch of video game APIs that might be interesting. I don't know what games you're into, but you might be able to find one in here. Yeah.
If it's a video game, I've played it. I'm into it.
Fair enough. There's Pokemon TCG. That's cool.
Nice. We
I don't know if
play.
you're a big
We
Oh,
do
you
play
played
Pokemon.
the
Yeah.
Nuzlocke, right?
We did the Soul
There's a
Lock.
Yeah.
And I do
that's
like
right.
Minecraft still, even though there's a dangerous stigma on it
Tax?
right now.
That's what Chuck calls it, the Minecraft tax.
Yeah, the Minecraft tax. Yeah.
Which is
Apparently, you
interesting
have to
framing,
become a degenerate. That's part of it. But yeah.
Yeah, I guess in the last 10 minutes, like if you don't pick one, I'm gonna pick a random one, and
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
pick something random.
show a couple
You're good.
people, So
And
okay. Cool.
if anything,
kinda like
did
that.
anybody have
Like
any questions of what we talked about so far?
Oh, yeah. Any questions, please?
Just figure, since there's quite a few people in chat, and I know I saw Big Tito ask a question earlier, but I didn't have time to really read it and answer it. So if anybody has any questions, feel free. Oh, is that what that short is? That short a Thorin short, Lauren? If so, you know what's gonna happen.
Cool.
All right, I don't know if there's a delay. If anybody's got a question, I'll give you a few more seconds to get a question in. If not, I'll just check them at the end. Hornet, if that was Lauren, if Lauren posted a Thorin clip, you have my permission to time her out for 1 second.
So I was able to
Yep,
get one of these working.
Perfect.
If you click run, you'll see I called this deck of cards API. It grabs a deck, a new deck, it shuffles the deck, and it
Okay.
returns that deck. So you see this
Shuffled
this
52
JSON
cards.
object, right?
Okay. Yeah. I see this down here. It says success true deck ID, and then has a number remaining 52, shuffled true.
Exactly. So I think the next call we do, and you know, we probably don't really need to use Python for this. Actually, we might be doing overkill. We can, let's go back to or let's make a new like HTML JavaScript one.
Okay.
Because we can do all this in a regular web app.
Try other extensions. Here, I'll invite you.
Yeah, go ahead and invite me on the thing. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm messing things up. What did I do? Okay, try other extensions. Invite. Stupid caps lock was messing me up. Radical Coder 1, invite. Boom. It says you're offline. Now you're online.
Sneaky. Okay.
You're in stealth mode.
I might be, yeah.
Okay. So it's obviously doing
So
the
now-
hello world again.
Yeah, we've got a script. Fetch. We're gonna fetch some data from that URL. It's funny that it.
I get rid of hello world. I just decided I didn't want it there.
Let me get that URL again. There we go. And so we fetch that, and then we want to do something different. So we're gonna tab through. Then finally, data. Let's just do console.log data. Okay. So let's see if this even works, or if I'm already doing something wrong. I might have to do a. Oh, it actually worked perfectly. Okay, cool. So yeah, when you click run, if you click the little wrench next to the URL, like bar,
DevTools.
so that it brings up the console. Yeah.
Yep. Success true deck ID same thing the other one said. Yep.
Exactly the exact same thing. So we're gonna do next, and I'm kind of speeding through this because we only got a few minutes, but I'm gonna write a function just like display deck, and let's say it takes in a deck object like what we have here. And so then we can just say like document dot body dot inner HTML. We're gonna give it some. I like to use these backticks. I think we talked about this last time, but they're like the template template strings. So I can put like variables in here. So I can say like deck dot success, and we should see that we should just see like true here. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, not yet, because we need to replace. So let me walk through what's happening here.
Yep.
Because I know I'm really, really fast right now.
You can go quick. That's okay.
Yeah. So we're fetching data from this URL, and then we're processing that data. We're saying it's JSON data. We're going to recognize it as JSON data, interpret it as such, and then we're going to pass it into another function, which is right here, data, and then which is the input to the function, and what the function does is
making it a .log file, or not file, but information.
We're logging it to the console is what we're doing. But instead of doing that, we're actually just going to say, and then run display deck. Okay. And what this is doing is saying run display deck with the input that you would have run here. So like deck is now going to contain that object. Okay. And we should actually right now be able to run and see true that we succeeded.
Okay. I'm gonna hit run. There we go. Success true. Deck ID. Blah blah blah. Same thing. True. At the end.
Let's go ahead. I think I can go ahead. Oh well, let's see. The cards yet. So let's say deck dot remaining. We could put labels on these if we wanted to, right? Like we're just kind of showing that we can display this data, and we could put them each in, like, again, if we wanted to put them in little custom divs, like each one could be its own object that we can style. We can give classes and style them exactly how we wanted them to all be unique. Deck.success is probably the one we care the least about. We would just be using that to like make sure that we even got this. But I think the final thing that we would do with that information is draw a card from our deck. Okay. Or draw several cards even. I think I have the line to do just that. I can get back into roleplay. Yeah. So once we get that deck, we're displaying the deck. And this is going to make this a bad function name because I'm doing something else besides display deck. But I'm going to go ahead and fetch another thing. in here.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. See response.json. We could do a shorthand like that, which is much cleaner.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna write function this time like this. Shift F to it. No, I'm trying to format the code. Format document. Okay, that will do. Now we're gonna console.log this data. And let's see what happens when we run this.
Okay. Let's see. True 52, true. On the big screen and down on the bottom, everything's the same as it was last time.
Yeah, it is. Interesting. Why don't we have...
I'm assuming you're supposed to...
because see how it says deck ID here? We actually
Yeah.
didn't give it a deck ID.
Okay.
So it's failing, and we don't have anything that's catching that error, which is something we'll look at another time. But instead of deck ID, we actually want the value of deck.id. So we need this to be with these backticks instead of the double quotes.
Mm-hmm.
But now I think, yeah, deck ID does not exist. Interesting. Deck.deck ID. That's what it is, not deck.id. That's why.
Okay.
So if you run it now, you will actually see an array of cards in the response.
Cards array to remaining 50. So it has
open
drawn
up,
2
like,
cards.
click on that cards array. Yeah, if you click that and expand it, you'll see like 0. There's code 3D.
Yep.
There's an image. There's actually an image. That's very interesting. We let's actually see document.body international plus gets data.
Oh, look, and if I open images object, it says spades king. So king of spades was one of the cards.
Nice.
The top card.
Will this do what I want? Think. Wow. Yeah, if you run it right now, you should actually get one of the cards displaying on the screen.
Okay. Nice. 7 of diamonds.
Yeah, that's super fucking cool, actually.
That is awesome.
This is a really neat API. I'm glad I found this because I was working on a card game at one point just for this 5 Crowns game that I play with my family, and I wanted to be able to play online with thing. That's probably all I have.
I know
for
we
today,
don't have time to do anything else, but I was curious, would I be able to make it through this to where it would display a button that I could actually press on the screen and it would draw a card?
Oh yeah.
I'm sure there's a way to do it. I was just wondering how many steps that would be.
For sure. I guess I would just I'll just do this, draw card, and one click, draw card.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do that. Oh, sorry. Let me get rid of this. So right now there is no draw card function. So let's say function draw card.
Yeah, I don't want you to be late this time
theory,
since you were late last time.
You're totally fine. I have a fairly flexible lunch break, but
Good.
yeah. So in theory, you should be able to move code from like this fetch call to be in this draw card, and you probably want to change the count to 1 because it's only drawing 1 card, unless you put like a end value there, and then you could change that to whatever you want. But yeah, so I think you should be able to connect those things.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I'll play around with that offline, just like I did with the clock.
Yeah. Let me know if you get stuck on anything, or if you have any questions. I'll obviously try my best to.
And I'll also see if I can get it to stop showing true and 52 true up there. I'm sure I could figure that out too.
Oh, yeah, true. Yeah, I think you got that one.
Yeah, I think I got that.
But seeing that 52, that might be interesting. But you'll have to subtract from that every time you draw a card, right?
Yeah.
Or get that data from the. Actually, that data might be in the response. Success true. Yeah, remaining 50.
That's from the first. Yeah, the first part of the response. Correct.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well.
Appreciate
pleasure,
you,
Dave.
Thank you as always. Everybody, be sure to show some love to Radical Coder. Thank him for his time and everything. Go over, check him out. He pops on Sarah's streams a lot now. Hopefully, I see you more and more places. I see you are getting back into the YouTube thing, so I'm happy to see you back.
Yeah, I'm definitely more active lately. And
cool.
Yeah, everyone go learn some cool shit. Learning is radical, in fact. So I highly encourage that everyone does it. at least a little bit today.
Coder's a nerd, but we love our nerds. And I'm a nerd too, so it's okay.
Stay safe, buddy. Talk to you soon.
You too. Catch you later, bud. All right. So that was the stream. Let me get out of this YouTube thing or this Discord thing here. Bum, bum, bum. Hide that. Let's get my actual face here. If it works. That thing. Boom. Nope. Okay, cool. My camera doesn't want to work. Good enough for me. Hey, everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out. I guess I'll just put my face back in the Discord face thing. Whatever. Just use this. So anyway, hi, I'm Dave. How's everybody doing? Did you have fun in class today? Did you learn some stuff? Any questions that you think I might be able to answer because I don't know everything, but I'm learning and I'm having fun while doing it. I know how to pull SQL and subnet. I don't know what that means. Oh, your experience with the hardware side, cool. Resto, I know you said you seemed interested in coding and that you've actually done some stuff, so that's kind of cool. I don't know where we're going after this. Who's live? I will be doing this every Wednesday. Well, as long as we line up. But, you know, every once in a while we'll probably miss one or two. But I will try to do this every Wednesday. You'll see it pop up. Just to give a quick shout out to the people that are in chat, at least right now. I'm sure I missed some people throughout the stream. I saw Sarah popped in for a moment, and that was awesome. Hornets here, Tito, Lauren, Christine, a.k.a. Twiggood AF. Let's see, who else is here now? Dodie, appreciate you. Resto, always. If I didn't call your name, I'm sorry. I'm scrolling way up, so if anybody's talking now. Soaring, welcome. Glitchin', nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Buttercup, baby, hello. Love you all. Just want to shout out everybody. If I haven't shouted out your name, just say hi and I'll shout you out again. Yeah. This shit's fun. I love it. I'm going to look at my thing and see if there's anybody I can ship you all off to, because that would be cool. Anybody that's streaming that you want me to go to, Resto? Add my redirect. Let's see who is live. We got Kid Not Kin is live. Destiny. Tom Dark. I don't really know Kid that well, but I can send you there. Kid's pretty cool. He's smart. Oh, is Jeff live? We will go to Jeff. Let me find Jeff, because he didn't pop up in the thing over there.
He'll be on Talcott.
And I might go pop up on chat or on stream as well. Oh, Rezzy's live too. Oh, well. We're going to Jeff. Everybody ready? Be sure to say YTEmpDave raid or whatever you want to say. Bald guy, bowling ball, egg time, whatever. There's a lot of different things you could say. Drop eggs in chat, actually. Use the egg emoji. That's what we're going to do. Egg emoji, egg emoji. Because that's definitely me. Egg. Here we go. Ending stream. Be sure to click the redirect. End.